So, Bumblebee. Immediate thoughts? What a great summer blockbuster film that's not in the summer. I mean, in the midst of excluding Aquaman, uh, in the midst of lots of, Oscar buzzworthy films, a lot of emotional films, holiday films, we have this pretty cool summer blockbuster that wasn't in the summer. So, it's a great popcorn movie. Is this movie going to make you cry? Probably not. Is it going to make you laugh? Yes. Is it going to make you say, "Wow, that was some cool action"? Yes. If you're a Transformers fan, if you are a Transformers fan, should you watch this? Yes. Oh my gosh, I enjoyed so much of it. There's so many hints to the old cartoon movie, like "You Got the Touch." That movie, it alludes to a bunch of it, and there's also classic Transformer skins and action and Cybertron in this, and not the stupid bullcrap of Cybertron we've seen before, but the Cybertron that we know and like want to see a movie of, kind of like the Cybertron we see in the Transformers video games by High Moon Studios, Transformers War for Cybertron, etc. Like those, it's that, and it's awesome. Bumblebee's legit in it. Optimus Prime is legit in it. They both look great. They sound great when Bumblebee does talk in the film. There's so much fun to be have in the film. And also, obviously, there are flaws with the film, but I don't want to really focus on them. They're just... Sometimes there's weak human characters, but that's kind of what happens with a Transformers film, right? In a Transformers film, either you're going to do really good with the humans and you do crappy Autobots or Decepticons, or you have really good Autobot and Decepticons, or just Transformers in general, and then you usually have crappy humans. It's just kind of like flip a coin which one you want to rather do. But this one I enjoyed. Haley Steinfeld's character, Charlie. I really enjoyed Bumblebee. He goes from a warrior to like almost like a child, but it makes sense in the film. Like he's scared and wants to not do anything harmful to humans. And the way it's brought in and like kind of how it played, it works out to where, he's very, shy and timid, and you can see his expressions on his face. It's so well done. Like when he is shy and timid, like his ears and his eyes and his mouth all will move kind of like a kid would if you were yelling at them at certain times. And that's amazing. It's really great. And the transformations of the Transformers happen often, and they look great. That first time we saw Optimus Prime change in the first Transformers film a couple years ago, by first I mean like 2000s recent Transformers films, it kind of brought me back to that. The first time I saw him transform, kind of as a kid slash teen, I was like, holy jeebus, that's Optimus Prime. Holy crap, And that it's kind of brought me back to it, where there's so many transformations. As a kid, you kind of remember having all the toys and, doing it yourself and seeing them do it multiple times in the film, like a lot of the times in the film, so many times in the film, that you get that memory of like building your own Transformers and transforming them into the cars and back into the robot form, and it reminded me of that, and it was really cool. For the plot, though, Bumblebee comes to Earth to make sure it's safe and make sure no Decepticons get there, and no Decepticons know that Optimus Prime is getting Autobots to go to Earth to make a new base, to eventually go back to Cybertron to take it back from the Decepticons. Yet, we have a couple of Decepticons come to Earth, knowing that Bumblebee is there. They're looking for him, and they're also trying to send out a message to all the Decepticons saying, hey, like, bring the ring, bring everyone here to Earth. That's where Optimus is going to be here. And the plot revolves around Charlie, Haley Steinfeld's character, trying to thwart that plan with Bumblebee. And at least a lot of cool set pieces. Not really set pieces, because you think of set piece, you might think of, how Mission Impossible Fallout went to Paris, and that's like a cool set piece. But here, like a cool set piece, since it's a very grounded, yeah, fate of the world is at stake there, but in terms of like the scenes, just grounded, like, oh, just a random road in California, or just a random, harbor. There's not a huge things, you know, like in the Chicago scene, there's like all these buildings, a Sear Tower, and all that jazz. And then just in a lot of Hollywood summer blockbusters, even though it's not in the summer, there's always like a monument or something that's like gonna get destroyed or whatever, blah blah blah. It's just some city blocks, house, you know, a harbor, like I said, kind of like a dock, and just minor things that makes it seem grounded and not just holy Jeebus, all this is going on in a big city. It doesn't have to be. It can be very small scale and very close knit in terms of not having to go big in scale. Like all the Autobots that we see fight, not a whole lot. I'm trying not to actually spoil how many people actually come to Earth or not. And there's a couple of Decepticons, but the action, excluding the flashbacks to Cybertron, which are dope, there's very small combat that's easy to follow, I think, mainly because the color scheme is done really well in the favor of us, the audience. The colors are very vibrant. Bumblebee is very vibrant, and you can tell, and some of the Decepticons that come to Earth are very distinct colors from each other and from Bumblebee, which helps the visualization of when they're fighting, that you can see that they're two forces. Because sometimes a Transformers film is just a big old mess of robots and metal, especially in the first two, I think. Transformers 1 and then Transformers 2, Revenge of the Fallen. Sometimes it was hard to follow, and as the years went on, I feel like the colors got more defined, or characters got more defined and different. Kind of like John Goodman's character was like really fat, and there's like the Ronin, and then there's Optimus, and then you know what I'm getting at. Like there's a difference in the films, but here Bumblebee is very out, like standing out in fight scenes, and it really helps us, the audience, know what's going on. But all in all, I really like the film. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. If you have any inclination to go see it, or like cute robots and or violent robots, or just a fan of the series and want to see it get back to not necessarily its roots, but at least to see it get on a better path. Because the last night was rough, and so was the last kind of 2 or 3. Like Transformers 1, it's still cool just because it was the first time seeing Optimus Prime in like real life, you know what I'm saying, not like an animated movie or TV show. It was cool to see him like that, and Bumblebee, to get introduced to him for the first time, and all these characters like Ironhide. It was cool, the first film, but all the other ones, like, you can have your fans and you can still like it, but this is getting in the right path, the right direction. Give us more of this. So that's what I think about it. Pretty solid movie, a great popcorn movie, a great summer blockbuster film. But I want to know what you guys think. Tell me down in the comments down below. And if you like the video, give it a like. If you really like the video, hit that subscribe button, wherever that's at, down below me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You might be asking yourself, why the hat? This is why. Look at that. Disgusting.